It's not beer pong. It's not cornhole. It's Pop Darts. And it's taken over the sports world one suction cup at a time. From ESPN's Top 10 to your living room table, this is What's Poppin', the most satisfying sports podcast in the world, with Mr. T and the commish. The game, the players, the wild moments you can't script, and the laughter that comes with it. Two guys, one league, zero filter. Let's go.
Good morning, Pop Darts world. Merry Christmas and welcome to our special episode, our Christmas Day episode. Me and the commish are here. We've got our festive, well, I've got my festive hat on. The commish has got his commish hat.
I looked for one. I don't know that I have one. I might. Somewhere there's probably a Christmas hat, but I couldn't find it. Not this morning anyways. So
this hat comes out on December 1st and I wear it every day until Christmas Day.
I almost bought one yesterday that was made for the dogs, like 2 dogs Christmas hats. So I almost bought 2 of those that I had, but it had been a little small for me.
I'm surprised the new puppy doesn't have one yet.
Yeah,
I saw an AI rendered one.
Yes, yeah, yep. The wife has got the dogs have their own social media page now that my wife monitors.
They do
and does so. It's
fantastic. The Adventures of Norm and Wally, right?
Yep. Norman and Walter, and they are finally that we've had him. I don't know, 2-3 days.
Yeah.
They finally warmed up to each other. So
they're getting along now.
Yeah, Norman was not having it. Like he's just like not happening. And then I don't know if it was probably early yesterday or the day before they started playing. And now they can't get enough of each other. They love it. So
awesome.
It's been. Yeah, it's nice to see. I mean, I didn't think it would take that long, but it's always good when they're getting along. They're having a good time, and it's funny because the one is, for those of you that don't know, Walter is going to max out around maybe 12 pounds.
He's a little guy,
and Norman is a oaf of a golden retriever who runs him over. So yeah, they're watching them play is entertaining to say the least.
I'm sure
in their world, but. So what are you looking forward to the most this Christmas?
Just the downtime, honestly. Get away from work and the craziness of trying to get everything ready for Christmas. It's a lot of work for the parents out there. You know, we've got a lot going on trying to get everything ready, make all this magic happen. You know, we've got the help of Santa, which helps out a lot, but you know, sometimes you really got to put the work in and it gets exhausting.
Well, my wife was up late. I was not as much help. I fell asleep way too early. So I'm bright and cheery this morning. But yeah, she was going to town, putting the last, finishing touches on and then you got the travel plans and what present goes where. And
right. It's crazy. We've got piles in the house under the tree, separation. It's crazy.
Yeah. The parents, shout out to all those parents. It's a lot.
Yes,
of work.
absolutely.
So you guys do. You just do a great job. So yeah, I think I'm also looking forward to just enjoying it. The kids don't stay young forever. So how many of these, early morning Christmas, excitement, days do you have? It's not a ton of them. So I like to kind of sit back and enjoy that piece, knowing that it's not forever and knowing that, you got certain number of, I don't know if you call it like just the joy, they have
absolutely.
That Christmas joy is really cool.
My daughter has continues to remind me that she's 18 now, so this is her last Christmas. I guess this is her last Christmas as a child, and so now she's officially an adult, and she's not going to be here for Christmas every year until forever. She's going to keep coming back, but whatever. She's 18.
Full of it.
She knows more than I do.
They're full of it. They're full of it. I still go see my mom every
exactly.
Christmas. I don't miss any of that. So
no.
Yep. I mean, no, she'll be back. They always come back.
Oh yeah.
So especially since Dad and Mom probably for at least a while now are still going to be providing the best presents. There's no way she's skipping out on that. So
right.
Speaking of that, what's one Christmas tradition you'd get rid of? What's one of them? If you were in charge, if you were the commissioner of the holiday, what are you getting rid of?
Just knocking it out. Let's see. I think one thing that's got to go is fruitcake. What's the point? I think there's only like 5 of them floating around that just keep getting passed around to family, and there's no more being made. I don't get it. I've never had one. I don't want one. It just doesn't need to be there. It doesn't need to be there.
Can you get a food that's any less appealing visually?
Right.
Like there's nothing about that screams like
No.
I'd like to take a bite of that. So.
And a fruit cake sounds good. A cake made of fruit, that sounds decent, but it's not. It's not what it is. It's just like a loaf of bread with fruit scattered in it, and it's not the good fruit. It's like the gross stuff that nobody wants, like cranberries and figs and stuff.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good one to get rid of.
What about you?
A tradition for me, the tradition that I would probably immediately get rid of is like the caroling. I don't know. Now that's just me, and maybe it's because again we said like I'm not a singer, and that part.
You kind of look like one.
I know, right? Here we go. Yeah. And those that know, I can't go on Mr. T's live anymore. That was on repeat. So. For those that don't know, they were calling me Morgan Wallen, and then I immediately aged like 15 years.
Right.
I became Morgan Wallen's dad. So for those of you listening, I'm actually only 6 years older than Morgan Wallen. So I'm not close to being. My wife looked it up because I was like, no way that I could look that old. So,
I've got another tradition that I don't want to get rid of, but I think it could use a modification. And I've got a good modification for it. So the big family holiday picture, always a nightmare, especially the bigger the family, the more moving parts, literally. So it needs to be a little more candid. Just let it happen. Don't try to get everybody looking at the camera at one time and smiling. It's not going to happen. We know it's not going to happen, not without some tears involved and some hair pulling. So if you've got a bunch of littles, give each one of them a Pop-Tart. Tell them on the count of 3, you want them to throw it at the camera and take the picture on 1 and enjoy. Merry Christmas. There you go.
I like it. I like that. I like it. And I think you're never going to get everybody. So then you just get frustrated because you're going to have the 1 or the 2 that are not quite perfect or not doing what you want them to. So I think the candid is genius because then everybody's kind of not doing what you want them to do. They're all
exactly
just kinda, in
organized
motion.
Chaos.
That's and that it's probably you'll probably get more memories out of those pictures anyway.
Exactly. It'd be much more fun to talk about. Not
you'll remember what it was like.
Yeah. Remember how you cried during the whole photo shoot? No, we won't have those conversations anymore.
I like that. That's pretty cool. That's so December 26th, holiday's over. It's done. We just talked about it, the parents, running a million miles an hour. What's the first thing you're doing? What are you doing? Are you, getting a reset, the gym, eat some leftovers? Like what are you doing?
So first thing I'm doing is getting rid of every cookie and sugary treat that's left in the house because I cannot pass the counter up without grabbing one and eating it. And I've been eating these cookies for the past 2 weeks and it's got to stop. They've got to go away. And like you said, back to the gym, back into the regular routine. But first thing you got to do is get rid of all that sugar because it's been too much.
I'm going to have to follow you and do that because it's been. So we camp and we've got like 3 Halloweens that are pre-Halloween. And I would say since then, man, this house has just been inundated with just crap.
Right.
Man, it's been candy and then cookies. And then you get the holiday leftovers that never seem to like go away. And then you've got multiple holidays. So it's like, it's time to kind of restart, get that stuff out of here, get some stuff that's actually fuel for your body in there. So for me, I mean, I'd probably just gonna do a reset. I mean, maybe if I'm lucky, I'll get a day, but even a half a day where I just put the phone away, don't touch it, don't do anything, like just get a and not that I don't love not only the Pop-Tarts community but my family and everybody. Like there's so much, it's so many. Like, when are you getting here? Did you make this? There's too much like organizing of everything that even just a half a day reset to be like, I don't want to organize anything for a half a day. I just want to like sit. And I think that'll, and it may last a half a day. We know I don't do well with sitting for long periods of time, but a little bit would probably be a nice little reset after the holiday's over.
For sure. All right, so I got one for you. What is the most overrated part of the holidays?
The overrated part of the holidays, the shopping, like anything involving, and not that anybody, I don't know if the What's Poppin' community knows. My wife for sure does. I don't like shopping in general, like in stores. I do not like grocery shopping. I don't like shop. You can do your grocery shopping from your phone, right? And I like that. I prefer that. So this is the one time a year I actually will go into a store. It's a tradition that each of us takes one of the kids and buys gifts for the other kid and for the other parent. So then they get to swap every year, buy, for mom one year, dad for the other. But our family tradition is we go to the store and we shop, and it is overrated.
Yeah.
And this is coming from a guy that only goes once a year to any sort of store that's not a hardware store,
right?
Ever. That is by far the most overrated part.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you there.
It's awful.
Yeah, I am definitely an Amazon shopper, an online shopper, and I'm also a chronic procrastinator. So being an Amazon shopper during Christmas time is usually not great for shipping deadlines. So I do have to make my way into a physical store, which I did that. I did that yesterday.
So did we. So,
yes.
Yeah. And for those of you wondering, this is being recorded on Christmas Eve. So
that's true. Yes.
we're talking 2 days before Christmas. We're knocking it out. So
yep,
that was what we did.
I work better under pressure.
Yeah. And I'm the same thing. I like to order online. I mean, and we get some of the big stuff or the stuff we've done a little bit more research on. That's all been ordered and in, but kind of finishing it up.
Right. Yeah. The finishing touches seem to take the longest.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. So, hey, bring Christmas to Pop-Darts. If Pop-Darts had a Christmas theme rule change or tradition or anything involving the game of Pop-Darts for one night only, what rule? What tradition? What are you adding to the game of Pop-Darts for Christmas only?
All right, I got a good one for you. It's called, let's call it the reindeer teen-obber, just for sake of Christmas. So if you get a teen-obber during the game, it's not a 10-pointer. What it's going to do at the end of that round, it's going to double your score, no matter where you're at. If you've got 5 points, you go to 10 points, you go to 20, 15 points, you win, obviously. So yeah. And then also throw a little twist in there. After you hit that teen-obber, your opponent has to sing a verse of Jingle Bells.
I like it. I like that. I'm a big fan of anything that involves the teen-obber. And and rules around it. I think that what you get, this is me. This is the time of the year. If I had one rule, and again, it would be for one night, because then this needs to be scrapped and thrown away.
Right.
You get a gift, so you get to take back a dart. You get that. You get your, I guess you call it your mulligan, or I'll call it a gift, your Christmas gift. So you get to choose when you want to take your gift, but you get one shot back.
I like it.
I think that would just, it's in the giving spirit. It's hey, I was this close or I missed it by, that'd be my gift for,
I like that.
For the Pop-Darts community is one dart back.
A little gift from the commish.
Yeah, I think it would make the games more interesting. For
sure.
That'd be interesting. I think now this is going to get off the Christmas and completely against the giving season, but wouldn't it be cool if you could do that? But then you can also, if you and your opponent could then take away you could force a rethrow. So you hit that teen-obber, and I could use once around, I could force a rethrow. I could force you to take that shot back.
All right. I like that.
And go. I mean, maybe not the Christmas. Maybe we can, I don't know what holiday you want to be mean to each other, or, like set that, that competitive rule up. But
yeah, that might be more of like a Halloween trick.
Yeah. You get one, so you get your gift, but then you could take something away too.
Yeah.
So that's
like
almost like a
what would be more satisfying than having somebody take away your teen knobber and just throwing another one right back on there?
Man, that would be sharp. That would be really cool.
Yeah.
This week in league, we had a guy first time playing, come out. It's and leagues, by the way, growing. So much fun seeing players. Like our league is growing like crazy, and most of these guys I've never met before. They just saw us playing and started playing, and a new guy came. He was getting close all night. He was a good player. His name was Miles. He was really doing kind of really picked it up fast, kicking major butt, throwing, and nobody had a tee knob, and it was crazy. Going all night, amazing shots. It's bouncing all over the place. It's all over. No tee knobber.
Wow.
My buddy goes, something's wrong with the target marker. I'm like, all right, we got the conspiracy theorist in here. So he swaps out the marker. Well, a game later, this guy hits a tee knobber, his first one, throws his next dart, and you can't make this stuff up. Doesn't even hit the table. He's so far off, like throwing whatever. Round is over, opens up the next round, tee knobber. Two out of 3 darts, tee knobber, like on the new replaced target marker. So
wow.
I guess I told that to somebody I told it to some of the organizers in a group chat, and it was Mark. Mark goes, he knows his silicone. Like, he's the silicone whisperer. I was like, well, you can't question the guy anymore. Like, he pulls it in the game later, that they're getting shot. They're
hard to argue it there.
But that's funny. Yeah, the tee knobbers are a blast. I love watching those get hit, and it's crazy. The bar goes nuts. Everybody goes crazy. The venue's everybody gets so excited about that.
For sure.
Yeah, I like those. I like watching the tee knobbers. I like watching the sport. I like watching people get excited. So,
oh yeah. The excitement's amazing.
I have a question for you. So you asked, what's the most overrated part of the holiday?
Yeah.
Give me the other side of that. What is the most underrated part of Christmas?
I think for me, it is Christmas Day. After all the gifts are done, after breakfast is done, we're just kind of chilling on the couch. The kids are playing with their new stuff, or opening up their new stuff, and everything's just it's over, and the calm just kind of washes over the house, at least over me and Mama Z, and we just know we get to enjoy what we've been working so hard to achieve.
That's a great feeling. You can't really top, the way you feel when the family just, I guess, what is it? You just sink into your couch, like you don't have to get up for anything.
Exactly.
It's that, like,
exactly.
And parents everywhere know exactly what we're talking about. You just sink in, and it's like, hey, I did it. Like, we did it. We knocked this out. So,
yep. Yep. Check.
For me, I'm going to go, and I think that we should all take this into consideration, but I just think it's for at least a day, maybe 2. Everybody's just nicer. I don't know. I think that's underrated. I just think the people that wouldn't hold doors open for you are stopping and holding doors open. People are being, overly nice. And
I think it's the relief of the day just being, not that you want it to be over, but it's done.
Yeah. And if people they're just
it's
nice.
The finish line. You've crossed the finish line, and now it's time to enjoy what you've done.
Yeah. I like that part. I don't know. I like when people are nice. I like when people are having a good time, and I think that's underrated. So hopefully,
absolutely,
get a little bit more of that. People don't be afraid to extend that through a little bit, at least another week too, before you guys all got to go back to work. Extend that, and then be a nice part a little bit longer.
Yeah, not a bad thing to do.
I mean, I'm going to carry that as long as I possibly can. So
for sure.
All right, so we have one mailbag question here, and then we will let these guys, handle their Christmases with their family and have a good time. We appreciate you guys tuning in and listening. If we had to swap roles, you and me, for a full Christmas week, who's surviving it better? And Yep. And it says here, you can't explain yourself until both of us answer. Who's surviving it better?
It's easy. I am. And I'll give you my. I've got 3 reasons that I can think of right off the top of my head.
I'm gonna say, all right. I'm gonna say you, but yeah. Now I'm right. Now all right. Now you got to go with the explanations because.
All right. So my 3 reasons consist of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 legs. You've got 2 little kids and a new puppy. You've got a lot going on. That stuff. It's not as much chaos to you right now because you're living in it. But when you get to where you've got a 13 and an 18-year-old and a 10-year-old dog and everybody's super chill and there's not a lot of chaos, my kids don't even wake up Christmas morning until 9:30 anymore. So, there's no more of this 6 a.m. running into the living room, which is incredible. I love that part, but it's nice to be a little more chill and you enjoy what you've got going on right now because you can't replace it, and it's the best part of raising those kids, but it's chaotic.
It's nuts, man. They're a lot. They're great. I mean, they're great kids, but they're a lot. And the one just got out of the, what do they call it, where they test every emotional spectrum. They go from the highest to the highest, the lowest to the lowest. And as soon as that kid got out of it, the other kid started to enter it. So I'm like,
well, I can tell you this: if that was your daughter, it's not a phase. It goes on. It goes on for at least 18 years, and I'll let you know next year if it keeps going. But I'm pretty sure it does.
I mean, she's a lot like her mom. So they're wonderfully charming. They're incredibly talented. They can do what they want, and because of that, boy, they get away with a lot.
Right?
They've
no
got
truer words.
They've got an attitude that cannot be matched. She is one of the sassiest, again, sweetest, most charming girls you'll ever meet. But man. You don't cross her. You don't want to cross my 7-year-old. That's just the way. That's just the way she is. So, yeah. I mean, well, and I read the question differently. So I said you because of exactly what you just said. I said getting the kids is going to be crazy, but then I also don't know. I don't know how I would survive. I don't know. You were describing Thanksgiving, and if you were cooking all that stuff, I was thinking I would struggle with that piece of it. Like I've kind of got I used to do a lot more of that, like the hosting and the cooking. And now I've kind of been blessed where with the kids and with everything going on, I'm more wrangle the circus and bring them, kind of guy. So that part to me, like it's chaos, but I don't have a lot after that. I don't have a lot of, responsibilities. So that's why I said you might survive a swap role better. I mean, if once you could get past exactly what you just, once you can get past the craziness that has become my standard of living, and 2 dogs, 2 dogs, travel, this, that, and 2 kids that age, it's crazy. So
it is.
Once you can get past that, I think you'd survive just fine. Like they're pretty good. You don't have to cook anything. You don't have to, the responsibilities are I don't want to say they're low, but they are. Like, like my wife's got it all. Once we got to this stage in the day, in the game, we're
right.
Good. We're good. So I like that. And I think they all have their ups and downs. And the older they get, the problems probably get more, they probably get bigger, but more, maybe more dramatic. I'm guessing your son and daughter don't care so much about, who sat on somebody's coloring book and who, is, I can't even remember the last.
Oh, you would be surprised.
Oh my goodness. The last world ending fight they had, was over. The dog was sleeping next to my daughter and my son was livid that he wasn't able to, and it was world ending. It was, it was world ending. He comes storming in and it was, I'm like, yep, if those are your biggest problems, dude, you're doing okay. Like,
exactly.
You're doing okay.
Yeah.
So
if this is the worst day of your life, then it's not too bad.
Yeah, you're living in you're living a good world, man. So
right.
They're great kids, great family, and as with everything, I love the holidays. I love this community. So my my kind of closing words to everybody are have a great Christmas, spread that joy, just like we said in Thanksgiving. You guys make the most of it. You got your family, you got your friends. This is a good time of year. Holidays are a great reset. They're a great time to, spend with everybody. And hey,
absolutely.
Let's have a great last week here before we kick off 2026.
Let's do that.
So.
All right, that's a wrap on our Christmas special, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We decked the halls with suction cup chaos, holiday rule changes, and way too many bad puns. From our crew to yours, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, and may your throws be straight and your targets stick all year long. Keep popping those darts, stay safe, and we'll see you back here for more. Bye.
Take care.
What's Poppin'? The most satisfying sports podcast in the world with Mr. T and the Commish. The only place where suction cups and smack talk collide. Follow the madness on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube at What's Poppin' Podcast. And catch every episode wherever you get your podcasts. Until next time, keep your aim tight and your suction strong.